Alright, everybody, I'm back with another video today. So I'm going to be reading, I already read a little bit, I'm on chapter 26. It's called My Book of Bible Stories. This is about God, Jesus, Satan, all that. We're going to read chapter 26. It's called Job. I thought it was a job, but it says, Job is faithful to God. That's Job. So I'm going to read 26. It says, Do you feel sorry for the sick man? His name is Job, and the woman is his wife. Do you know what she is saying to Job? Curse God and die. Let's see why she would ever say a thing like that, and why Job suffered so much. Job was a faithful man who obeyed Jehovah. He lived in the land of Uz, not far from Canaan. Jehovah loved Job very much, but there was someone who hated him. Do you know who? It was Satan the devil. Remember, Satan is the bad angel who hates Jehovah. He was able to get Adam and Eve to disobey Jehovah. And he thought he could get everybody, come on. Seriously? Where am I at? He thought he can get everybody else to disobey Jehovah too. But he was... What is going on? I hate holding a phone and reading stuff. Alright, I'm gonna... So it says... Disobey Jehovah too. But he was able... But was he able to? No. Just think of the many faithful men and women who have learned about. We have learned about. How many can you name? After Jacob and Joseph died in Egypt, Job was the person most faithful to Jehovah in all the earth. Jehovah wanted to let Satan know that he could not get everyone to be bad. So he said, look at Job. See how faithful he is to me. He is faithful. Satan argued. Satan argued. Because you bless him and he has many good things. But if you take these away, he will curse you. So Jehovah said, go ahead, take them away. Do all the bad things to Job. We will see if he curses me. Only be sure that you do not kill him. First, Satan had men steal Job's cattle and camels, and his sheep were killed. Then he killed his 10 sons and daughters in a storm. Next, Satan struck Job with this terrible sickness. Job suffered very much. That is why Job's wife told him, curse God and die. But Job would not do it. Also, 3 false friends came and told, false means fake. 3 false friends came and told him he had lived a bad life, but Job kept faithful. This made Jehovah very happy. And afterward, he blessed Job. As you can see in the picture, he healed him from his sickness. Job had 10 more beautiful children and twice as many cattle, sheep, and camels as he had before. Will you always be faithful to Jehovah like Job? If you are, God will bless you too. You will be able to live forever when the whole earth will be made just as pretty as the Garden of Eden. That's the picture. He blessed him. This is what it says. Look in the picture. Alright. So chapter 27 says, a bad king rules Egypt. So it says, the men here are forcing the people to work. So there's the men in both pictures. The men here are forcing the people to work. Look at the man who is hitting one of the workers with a whip. The workers are of the family of Jacob and are called Israelites. And the men forcing them to work are Egyptians. The Israelites have become slaves of the Egyptians. How did this happen? For many years, Jacob's big family lived at peace in Egypt. Joseph, who was the most important man in Egypt, next to Pharaoh the king, took care of them. But then Joseph died, and a new Pharaoh, who did not like the Israelites, became king in Egypt. So this bad Pharaoh made the Israelites slaves, and he put men in charge of them who were mean and cruel. They forced the Israelites to work very hard building cities for Pharaoh. But still, the Israelites kept growing in numbers. After a while, the Egyptians became afraid that the Israelites would become too many and too strong. Do you know what Pharaoh did? He spoke to the woman who helped the Israelite mothers when they gave birth to their babies and said, "You must kill every baby boy that is born." But these were good women, and they would not kill the babies. All right, this is right here. So Pharaoh gave this command to all his people: take the baby Israelite boys and kill them. Only let the baby girls live. Wasn't that a terrible thing to command? Let's see how one of the baby boys was saved. Chapter 28. How baby Moses was saved. Let's see. That's baby Moses. Right there. Alright. It says, chapter 28. How baby Moses was saved. See the baby. I was just saying he was crying, because that's what it says right here. See the little baby crying and holding onto the lady's finger. This is Moses. Do you know who the pretty lady is? She is an Egyptian princess, Pharaoh's own daughter. Moses' mother hid her baby until he was 3 months old. Where am I at? Sleep, come on. Or what? I saw 3 months old. It's not here. Three months old. Because she didn't want him to be killed by the Egyptians. But she knew that Moses might be found. So this is what she did to save him. She took a basket and fixed it so that no water would leak in. Then she put Moses into it and placed the basket in the tall grass along the Nile River. Moses' sister Miriam was told to stand nearby and see what would happen. Soon Pharaoh's daughter came down to the Nile River to bathe. Suddenly she saw the basket in the tall grass. She called to one of her servant girls, "Go get that basket for me." When the princess opened the basket, what a beautiful baby she saw. Little Moses was crying, and the princess felt sorry for him. She didn't want to have him killed. Then Miriam came up. You can see her in the picture. Miriam asked Pharaoh's daughter, "Shall I go and call an Israelite woman to nurse the baby for you?" "Please do," the princess said. So Miriam ran quickly to tell her mother. When Moses' mother came to the princess said, "Take this baby and nurse him for me, and I will pay you." So Moses' mother took care of her own child. Later, when Moses was old enough, she took him to Pharaoh's daughter, who adopted him as her own son. That is how Moses came to grow up in the house of Pharaoh. So that's the picture right there. Alright, chapter 29 is called Why Moses Ran Away, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to start the video. They're right there. That little bookmark. That's what I used to remember where I'm at. Alright, that's it for this book. Got it from somebody who's learning about God. It's called My Book of Bible Stories. It's the end of the video. Goodbye. There's the picture.